do a tarot card as well. All right, what is the tarot card for today? Okay, I think the tarot card's for me, so we're gonna pull a card for myself, and I'll read it and pick it apart and let you know what I feel and what this could potentially relate to. All right. Whatever's in my highest and best. I apparently have some resistance around this. That's okay. Let me shuffle this other way. The cards mixed up a little bit more. Whatever's at my highest and best. This one doesn't want to come. And you're like, pull that one. Ace of Swords. I saw that and I immediately heard fighter. That's funny. And the fact that it's on its own really stands out to me too, or it's a single sword really stands out to me too. I'm just taking it in because it's like yeah, I feel fighter energy, I feel lone wolf energy, I feel but there's a lot of strength in this card, or I feel a lot of strength. I feel a lot of like, you got this. This path is for you and you alone. Almost like this visual of like the Excalibur where it's like only you can pull this sword. Now I'm being drawn towards the tip of the handle, and I see this arrow at the very top of the handle. And it just feels to me like a reminder to look above. To seek help, seek guidance. But again, from above, from source, from spirit, from higher self. Yeah, and as I'm looking at it, I'm feeling lots of warm, fuzzy, like confirmation sensations in my head, and my third eye is like, ooh. But my head's like, yes. Like if the internal sensation of my head could make a sound with when I say, you know, seek above, my brain and cheeks I was going, yes. So that's my you know, head sensation personified. Yeah. No, I love this card for me right now. I've been feeling, and I'll reflect a little bit more now on it, on what it could potentially mean. Kind of what I'm thinking about when I look at it is actually, should I share all of that? Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's just been there's a lot of fire has been burning within me recently, and I know that was in the energy last week as well, of just all of the energy pouring in. The full moon is today, and it's been so good, so healing, so emotional. I feel things very deeply, and all the time, all of the emotions, all the things. And so, but one of my strengths is my fiery nature. So you've likely seen me primarily in a softer tone on these videos and everything. But let me tell you, when I am ignited into change, when I am ignited into not allowing people to cross my boundaries anymore, when I am ignited into passion, I guess is a good word for it. Whew. I pop the fuck off. I am I used to hide from my fear from a really long, not fear, my anger from a really long time. Because I didn't know how to control my anger. I didn't know how to use my anger. It would come out in really unhealthy ways, or like I'd keep it tamped down, and then it would come out in like explosive bursts that were not. We'll just say they just came out in explosive bursts, um, in not healthy, not always healthy ways. And I've had to learn how to move from a place of anger to surrender. And also, in surrendering to, like, surrendering my control of all the things that I can't control, and surrendering to the guidance of source and spirit, and my guides, and what feels deep and true in my heart, I'm still connected to my anger, and the anger is still a part of me, and a beautiful part of me. And it's a part of me that is used, or can be used now, to ignite change in beautiful ways. Um, so while I would much prefer to ignite change softly, ignite change through love and joy and kindness, and I can still ignite change in those ways with my anger. Now all of the emotional energies dance together, and it's like, okay, if the anger in me is rising, the anger in me is coming out, it's because a few other steps, a few other signs or signals had been missed or not picked up on in whatever was going on or whatever I'm doing. And it's like, okay, now we're mad, and I'm feeling some sort of way. I'm feeling frustrated because I'm feeling, disrespected or whatever it is. And now my voice becomes much more firm, much more uh, piercing, I'll say. And I think that's a beautiful gift that I've been able to learn from my anger, harness my anger, and use it productively and use it productively. I'm still human. I still, potentially go a little too far at times, and I acknowledge that, and I can once I take a beat and I calm down, I'm like, okay, I should not have said it exactly like that. I apologize. And also, how do we move on? How do we move forward from this? And one of the things I did this past weekend was have a bonfire, and I threw some of my anger into the fire, to be honest. I had been feeling pretty spunky. Uh, and I was like, okay, different things are coming up. I really need to do something about it. So I wrote, anger towards, insert what I was angry towards on a post-it note, and I crumple it up and I toss it in the fire. And it was so funny because I tossed it in and it bounced off of the middle and went to the outside, and I was like, of course. It's like, this one doesn't want to be let go. I was like, get in there. Used my little stick to get it in the fire. And then through all of my anger, and the other thing about anger and what I'm feeling with this like fighter energy and messaging, and that's coming through is boundaries. Holy shit, boundaries. I have set so many new boundaries in my boundary book this week. It has been so good, and it has felt so good to do it, because holy shit, yeah. It just feels like such a relief to write it down. And it does, and I updated, and I updated my little boundary book slip. So I'll put it in the chat, but I have a boundary guide, so you can get like a free guide that has my top 12 boundaries. And let me tell you, those 12 boundaries are the greatest thing I've ever done when it comes to protecting me and my channel and my energy and just my mental well-being. Like it is more, the boundary book is more than just the spiritual side of your energy and self-care. Like, this is taking care of your mind and body as well, because I don't know if I put it on there as a 12, but like I put boundaries in here and like commitments to myself about like food and how I'm going to care for my body in that way. So it's like the boundary book is for your mind, body, and spirit. And yeah, it's just feeling this strong sense of setting boundaries to let that anger go, and using the fighter energy to reflect, okay, where is a boundary being overstepped, and set them. Okay. I think that wraps it up for this particular card. So good shit.